honestly, all of us throughout this time. Let me go ahead and share my screen right now, guys. I have put together a little agenda for us to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at. So for this year, there's a couple of different things. So they're under new business. I'm sure you guys are getting them. You may not watch them all the time. I get tired of watching them because it's me talking. So announcements. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of plan out a schedule, maybe start this up on Monday, where I will send you guys the announcements at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon with everything attached and a prayer to it. And you guys would record the announcements and send it back to me. One thing I will ask of you to do is record the announcements on your phone. You can shoot it to me in an email, okay? Or I could even upload it, have a link uploaded for like a Google Drive form where you guys would submit this every time for the announcements that you guys would all have access to. But what I'm looking for the announcements is that you guys give me the video and then like a suggestion of a song that goes with that I can play. It's really easy for me to do that. But it takes literally to do the announcement. Some days it takes, 30 to 45 minutes just to get them uploaded and then emailed out. So I'm looking to kind of have some help with this, and I can create a schedule for you guys to be a part of this. Next, I'm looking at right now the possibility of doing a fundraiser, and we would need some help with this fundraiser. The possibility of us maybe even doing something simple as like cooking burgers and hot dogs and putting together meals and having people pay to feed their families for a night, and having our Palma community come through and have some type of a barbecue where we can somewhat connect. Granted, it's going to be through a drive-through scenario, and be a part of that as well. And so that is one thing I'm looking at right now as a fundraiser for us to do, to create some money. I know one of our goals last year that we weren't able to get to because of what happened obviously with COVID was to put out an ASB scholarship. So a scholarship for an incoming freshman who is a part of ASB, that would be about $1,000 scholarship. And in order to do that, we need to really push the funds on those things. And then that next one down there, guys, is a freshman mixer. We have a date for a freshman mixer. It's actually October 16th. It'll be from 4 to 5 on Zoom. I'm meeting with the Notre Dame activities director to put together what we're going to do. We kind of have a couple of things planned out, really one big thing that's planned out, but we're working together on that to go through it. So I'm going to be asking some of our ASB guys for help to actually help facilitate parts of this, of the freshman mixer itself. And so those are kind of the new things that I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of you guys on. Obviously, outside of the freshman class, because you guys will be participating in the freshman mixer, is there anybody who would be, maybe willing to be a part of helping out with that, to be like a facilitator in that group? I see Darius there, Tatum. Anyone else? Scatini, Nevin. You don't have to commit right now, guys, but I'm also, I'm trying to get some stuff nailed down. Ryan, you're going to be participating in it, so you'll be in the freshman mixer itself. So I want to ask you to do that. So let's see here. I have Anthony, Tatum, Jake, Darius, and Nevin right now. Okay, cool. So, Vince, you're in there. Oh, sorry, Vince. Didn't see you down there. Vince,
what day is it?
It's Friday. It's Friday, October 16th. Friday, October 16th. And basically, guys, what we're going to do, and freshman guys, you can understand, you can know this, it's really going to be put into kind of breakout groups. And so a lot of the my ASB guys who are volunteering, you are going to be put into breakout groups as a facilitator. And I'm hoping to get you guys paired up with like a Notre Dame ASB person as well to be a facilitator to that breakout group itself, and working through that and working through some introductions, and then we have a plan to kind of do a big, large scale scavenger hunt. And so I'm looking into how we can do some of those things through Zoom. But I think that's will be a cool thing, at least to get everybody kind of together. Vince, yes. Do you have a question?
Is it too hard to have in person?
Yeah, we just have too many people, and we wouldn't be able to do it. That's the only problem. I wish we could, but we'd have too many people, and we wouldn't have a way to space them out enough. And our county guidelines don't allow for that to happen. Really, what we can only do is we can only have in our cohorts a max number of 14. And we right now, if you were to come on campus and see, we only have 12 desks in a room to space them out enough to be able to do this. So every room now only has 12 desks, in hoping that when we get to that point, we'll come back to some type of a hybrid schedule. So yeah, it wouldn't be enough. I don't think it'd be enough, but I'm looking into numbers and crunching those numbers and things like that. But hopefully soon, guys, we will have something on campus that we can put together for our classmates. And I know, I feel for all of you. I especially feel for the seniors who are going into their last school year with really no end in sight right now. So I feel for you guys, and I want to be able to give you guys the best possible year that we can, despite circumstances. A couple of updates on dates. Right now, we still have dates set for both winter ball and prom. Winter ball is January 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. We don't have a place for that just yet. I know in the past, Notre Dame has always gone with, what's that venue in Monterey, the hotel there? I think it might be the Hyatt, but I'm not sure. They've always gone with that hotel. I know last year, I didn't love it. Notre Dame kind of overbooked us a little bit. And that was the dance where everybody was jumping, and we had to tell people not to jump because we were over capacity and didn't want to bust through the floor. So I'm hoping maybe there's a different venue this year. That would be a great thing. So we'll see. Prom right now is set for May 1st from 7 to 10 p.m. So that is when prom is set. Right now, I believe we still have a hold on the Fox Theater, which is where prom was going to be last year. I even have a deposit down still on that. So right now we at least have a place. I do need to call to make sure that place would be held for this year as well. But we're still so far in the future on that. And then obviously sports going on. We are looking to kind of kick off our football season. Hopefully, that is our goal. It's still obviously up in the air, but we do have dates set. And one of those dates that we did set is a homecoming date. So homecoming will be February 15th through the 20th. It's the week that we play, I believe it's Alsal, Anthony, is that right? You were in the meeting with me. I think it's Alsal. So no, it's Alvarez. So it's an Alvarez game. It's a Friday night game. And it's one of only 2 or 3, maybe 3 Friday night games that we actually have, because we'll have to play some Saturdays and even some Thursdays. So that will be coming up on the February the 15th through the 20th for that. What I wanted to do, and I think I asked you guys when I first emailed you to have some ideas about maybe some activities we can do virtually. And I wanted to see if any of you guys had anything. Right now, there is no bad idea, guys. I mean, trust me, I racked my brain trying to think of things to do. But if you guys had any thoughts, okay, I just want to jot those thoughts down myself on my notepad here, so I can start looking at things and maybe even talk to you about what and how we can get those things done individually. So did anybody have any ideas or things that they had kind of brought to the table or thought about before the meeting here? If you do, just go ahead and unmute yourself and just go ahead and speak up on it. So.
I don't know if any of these, like, they're kind of lame, but there isn't much we can do right now. But I've seen videos of like people who have played horse or cornhole or something, like obviously through Zoom, like you shoot a shot from this spot on the court and then they're at their house and they have to shoot it from that spot of the court. Normal horse and cornhole and that type of stuff. And then you
so
can
like
post
kind of like ESPN did with that with their I think didn't ESPN do like a horse competition with
like
like NBA play guys?
oh yeah, kind of. I don't know. It's
Okay.
just that you can upload to the YouTube channel that has kids. Probably be good for parents to see that.
Okay. Good idea. I like it. Anyone else? Again, no idea is a dumb idea. I promise you that. Darius.
I know last year we brought up the idea of having an online gaming tournament. Do it kind of through Zoom and through YouTube to stream it to live to the student body.
Didn't we say it was going to be 2K? Darius, was that?
I don't remember who doing 2K or Madden. I wasn't sure.
I think it was NBA 2K. I know there's actually a group of guys on campus that want to get together, get an NBA 2K club going. And Mr. Noska was going to be in charge of that. And I hope you guys have all signed up for clubs as well. Guys, clubs are going to be a huge part because at least in clubs we can gather in cohorts. I know Mr. Carnazzo is doing a golf club, which has never been done before, and those guys are trying to get together even tournaments, right? And at least you can get together on a golf course to do some type of a Palma tournament as well, which I think is a neat idea. I know Mr. Silva actually has he created a wheelman's club. It's a little bit different than the mountain bike club, and that's another way to get together as students to be a part of that. There's the Nature Ecology Club that he's put together that's going to do hikes and things like that. So there's a lot of different ways that we can still get together in cohorts and safely do it. And so that's why clubs, I think, are vitally important for us. I may even have a nice little new job to put a little more work on our director of special projects, Mr. Rogio here. He may be joining up with a task force as well. There's been some talk about a reopening task force that we put together that could possibly have some students involved to kind of get some ideas on how we would reopen. And so there's all kinds of little things, guys, but that we're going through and working through. And I'm hoping that we can put this stuff together. So I'll talk to all of you guys who are submitting ideas, and don't be afraid to submit proposals, guys. I know we have time. Put it in writing and let me know how I can get those things started. And then once it's in writing, guys, that's when we can start moving things around. I know that I'm going to start putting together in some writing some ideas for a fundraiser, whether we do like a tri-tip barbecue or we just do simple hamburgers and hot dogs, guys. And you guys come and you're in charge of cooking hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill. And we'll have people who we can move in and out. Maybe we even look at taping off some areas that have social distancing within them. And we can do like little tailgates, and you can't leave your tailgate and you get to tailgate on campus and all those things. Drive-in movies are another thing that we're kind of looking at. But again, it's about having how do we get our families to do that and stay in their cars. That's the one biggest problem with that. So all things that I'm looking at and trying to get done here. So any other questions? One more thing. as ASB got elected a little bit late, right? Normally you guys get a waiver that says you were going to get a pass-fail grade or a letter grade. Normally, if you're above a 4.0 student, you automatically take the pass-fail because student government is not a fully credited class, so it doesn't give you another A. And same thing, but it does help out if you are not necessarily a 4.0 student or above. One thing I've talked to Mr. Villaringo about this, seeing how the quarter is coming to an end here pretty quick, we aren't going to be giving out grades for the first quarter, but you will get a second quarter grade. And I will finalize the details on whether or not you want a letter grade or a pass fail. And I'll finalize those details, get them all submitted from or taken from you, and then we will get those things done. So just so you know, we're not going to be getting grades for the first quarter, but we will be pushing some grades for the first semester. So you guys will have a semester grade to go with this, okay? Are there any other questions regarding ASB, kind of our plan, what we're looking at, what we're gonna do? All right, does this time work for everybody, 8 o'clock, or do we need to look into moving the time to maybe like a Thursday at lunch? Would that be something that would be better? No? 8 o'clock works. So I just need to get on a couple people who aren't here about 8 o'clock in the morning and getting up. All right. So every time we do a Zoom meeting, guys, I'm going to record it as well. So I'll have this on record. Eventually, everybody's going to get put into a Google Classroom because technically it is a class, so it goes on to Facts, which means it also goes on to Google Classroom. So we'll have a Google Classroom that we can use as well to push information out, maybe even meetings. If you weren't able to attend a meeting, I can put those meetings on the Google Classroom and you can check them out there, okay? All right, gentlemen. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, our meeting is now adjourned. It's 8:27. So I hope you guys have a great day in classes, and I will see you all for sure next week on Thursday morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Nor.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one,
Bye.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Nor.
Thank you.
Yep.